Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They run. Devontae Freeman. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
I better raise my voice a little bit here because one thing we can already tell, even in the first year in the league with this new stadium, it's going to get loud in this place.
Yeah, the old place was loud, but I think we're getting a sense that this place is going to be louder.
Yeah, they're riding that momentum of that 2016 team that finished their year in the Super Bowl.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. He finds Coleman. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Coleman, the man in motion right. They go play action here on 1st down. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
And he motions the wide receiver. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And tough starting field position here. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. Mohamed Sanu with nobody ahead of him. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Mohamed Sanu taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Freeman again, a first down carry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. The slot man in motion right. From midfield now, here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. In motion right is Jones. To throw on 3rd down. Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. to the running game. It's Freeman. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Gabriel, the man in motion. Looking to throw on second down. Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. And now Ryan not happy about either their formation or the play call. Whatever the case, he's going to call a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Gabriel, the man in motion. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
As a general rule, receivers love the comeback route because it puts them right in the sight lines of the guy throwing the ball. But in this case, the defenders saw it and were able to knock it away.
So on 4th down, off goes Matt Ryan, and on is another Matt Bryant. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Gabriel, the man in motion. Here's Ryan. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On first down, Ryan connects with Sanu right side. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Ryan to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Hard throw, incomplete.
The protection up front, very good on that play. Had all night to throw the football, even though he was unsuccessful.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Check, go, check. Ready, get up. Hey, check. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So out come the Falcons now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with, but it's second down. Ten yards still left on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They run the play fake to Coleman. Now Ryan. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, Freeman. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. Well, my apologies, Larry. I wanted to hear the report. Somebody's in a hurry, so we're going to get him right to quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Julio Jones all alone. 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 99 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Now, people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
On third down, Ryan. And yes, he found Toilolo. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Now Ryan. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be stopped short of the 25. The nice move couldn't free him. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They go play action now. Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. A Falcon first down. Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Shift together here from the D-line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Back now here on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. To throw on 3rd down. Ryan on the screen. This is Coleman. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And Bryant's kick is good. And with that, they will move ahead by 2 here in the 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Didn't get a whole lot there, but at least he got out of bounds, stopped the clock.
True on every count there, because I know for a fact that when that call came in, it was tagged with these words. Make sure to tell him, if he doesn't have anything, get out of bounds. Save the time on the clock. Now they've got to start considering what their play calling is because they've got to push it downfield.
He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Call it a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Gabriel to man in motion. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
For so many years, I was convinced it was a myth. You know, 'cause you always hear about the smaller running back. Oh, he gets lost, you can't find him, and sometimes that's part of his genius. But it's true.
This is caught at the 20. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 45 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Gabriel, the man in motion. Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
On 3rd down, that's Freeman. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. And Bryant's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Now then, it's a big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth. But, Charles, there is still time left for a final drive.
Brandon, you know they would have liked to take the clock down just a little bit further, at least under a minute or so. But this one's not over yet, especially since they just need a field goal.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Another carry for the workhorse tonight. Freeman. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try. And they take a knee. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and goal. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And Bryant's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So he comes through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Without a doubt. The way this one's gone, they didn't want to take any chances in overtime if they could help it. And that was one heck of a pressure-filled kick.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Ryan's Falcons going up against Ryan's Falcons.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. First carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 56 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guy's going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play, that didn't happen at all, and that turned into a big loss.
And the wideout in motion. They go play action with Ryan. They still can't get it. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You drop an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football Football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Caught by Sanu. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now Ryan on second down. The left side completion to Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A phrase we said a lot last year, Ryan to Jones for a Falcon first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Gabriel, the man in motion. Ryan. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel, 56 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Prettier than a well-executed post route.
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Dances by him, and now he spins free. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. To throw is Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. Able to slither by. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Let's go.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Gabriel, the man in motion. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 29. Ryan will throw again. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Vic Beasley coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. So good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd down, Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. And even 60 yards. Gabriel, the man in motion. Ryan leaves with Freeman on the draw. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 15 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Jones will come now in motion right. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Never make the mistake of the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here. They're just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. In motion right is Jones. They go play action here on first down. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And now it's second down.
That was a difficult fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down inbounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
And the 42-year-old veteran's kick is up and good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Play action. It's Ryan. He's airing it out for Sanu. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. On second down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Gabriel, the man in motion. Now it's Ryan. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And he's got Sanu. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Play clock winding down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Gabriel, the man in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tech McKinley in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Coleman, the man in motion right. They go play action now. Ryan. And hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Play action, Ryan. Coleman has it here right side. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And there they went crossing route against his own defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zone. Sometimes the receiver.
And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Gabriel, the man in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there. Ryan to Jones. 42 yards. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. On 3rd down, that's Freeman. How about this defense? For a 3rd straight play, he's going nowhere. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. He's going to let it. And this is caught. So it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So with just a few ticks left, they need a miracle. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.